Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Enoch. I am trying to be like Endrin. Trying to let you boys know that the freaks come out in the morning too. The freaks come out at night. Basically, we're gonna play some Balatro here. I have no idea how to live stream, but we'll learn as we go. I'm sure this is gonna be awkward as shit. But everything you do at first is awkward as shit until you learn it. So, first we're going to go into the options here. We're going to settings. Just to let you know the background, I played Balatro on my phone last couple months. I played it a lot, but more like a bathroom game, waiting in a dentist game. Never played on an actual screen besides my mobile phone, so got a little bit into the game. I think I looked this morning. I've completed 33% of the game. No challenges, nothing like that. So basically this is going to be a fresh account though. If you look, let's go back to the profile one. You see everything 000. Nothing's been unlocked. Nothing's been played. This is all new, fresh account. So we're going to go into settings real quick. We always cut the game speed up to 4 because it just takes too long. I don't really know what this is. This isn't on mobile. I never mess with this on mobile, so we'll figure that out as we go. Screen shake, I don't touch. Display stake stickers during run. Don't know what that means. Didn't really do that on mobile either. So one thing I did do on mobile though is I changed the high contrast cards because it's easier to see between your clubs. And as a 40-year-old man, it's a little tough seeing that iPhone screen, so this really helped a lot. So I'm gonna keep it like that because this is what I'm used to. Video, nothing here. Graphics, shadows, everything's just generic. Cut the game volume down so it doesn't blast your eardrums. I see stats. I've never played anything. It's all fresh account, so all new. Customize deck. This is on the mobile version as well. You can actually pick the the artwork of each card. So let's go through. Slay the Princess, Default, The Witcher, Cyberpunk, Shovel Knight, Don't Starve, Assassin's Creed. I have actually never played any of these games. Let's go with The Witcher. I like the artwork. For the hearts, we got Cult of the Lamb, Divinity Original Sin, Critical Role, Bug Snacks, Default, or Among Us. Or Botany Divising. The only game I've played is Among Us, so we'll go with that. And last we got Vault Tech from I'm drawing a blank. Fallout. Dead by Daylight, Default, Vampire Survivor, Slay the Spire, and Potion Craft, and Warframe. I have actually played a little bit of Fallout, a little bit of Dead by Daylight, but more than anything, I play Slay the Spire. So we're going to go with Slay the Spire. And last, we got Diamonds. We got Stardew Valley, Enter the Gungeon, 1000 Times Resist, Civilization 7. Man, I really wanted to like those games. I just couldn't get into them. Rust, and Dave the Diver. Only thing I've played there is Stardew Valley, so we're going to Stardew. And rest, that's it. You got your credits. So, to be more like Endrin, let's just do it. Let's get in. Let's do this. So, we're going to hit play. As you can see, you get different decks in this game. This is very starter right now. You just have the red deck, I'm assuming. And as you beat the red deck, you would then go up in stakes. Right now we have the white stake. And each one of these little circles here, that goes up in stakes. I've never did challenges on my phone. I never played it enough to get to that point. So, don't really know what the hell that is. But, basically all we can do now is just play the red stakes. Red deck, white stakes. So we're going to jump in. This game's very simple, but there's a lot to it. Basically, in a gist, you have 3 blinds. You have your small blind, your big blind, and then you have the boss, or what they call the hook. Each level, you have to score a certain amount of points. So, like in this small blind, you have to score 300 points to move to the next level, to the big blind. 450, move to the next level. Your boss hands, or the hook, has a gimmick or a stipulation. Like on this one, it says discards 2 random cards per hand played. So you have to kind of, look forward and plan to be able to better beat these levels. If you go here to run info, it shows you all of the poker hands you get and the amount of multipliers. So the blue here is the chips you get. So if you play a high card, you get 5 chips, and it's times by 1 multiplier. So obviously 5 times 1, you'll get 5 points. And then you just keep going up. 10 chips, 2 multiplier, 10 times 20, you get 20 points. And obviously the higher you go, the better the hands you get. The more points you get. Your blinds, obviously as time goes, gets larger and larger and larger. Vouchers we'll go more into when we get into a run. If you look here, you're able to either play the blind or you're able to skip the blind. If you skip the blind, you'll automatically just move to the next rung. You'll move from small blind to big blind, and you'll get this, reward here without even having to play this. The problem is, though, if you do not play, you do not make money. You do not get the cheddar. So what you want to do, what I've always done, is kind of look what's being given here. Probably I'd say 90% of the time I never take what's here. About the only time I even contemplate it if it's early and I can get a negative joker. But if you see, this one says after defeating boss blind, you gain $25, which is nice. But you want to keep constantly building your deck, your money, and I don't believe it shows here, blinds, vouchers. You need money to buy vouchers. You need money to buy better cards. You need money to get tarot cards, planet cards. Again, you'll see all that as we go. So like I said, most of the time I do not play these skips. There's 8 antes, so basically 8 rounds. If you can get up to 8 antes and you beat it, I'm sorry, that rounds is different. 8 antes, you complete the game. That's how you move to the next deck. You get credit for beating this red deck. And then you go into something called endless mode, which is kind of just to see how high you can get. If you look at your view deck, it actually shows you all the cards you currently have in your deck. Right now, we're just generic, 52 cards, 4 suits, all your cards you need. It shows you down here, you got 4 aces, face cards, numbered cards, spades, hearts, diamonds, and clubs. Options should be about the same as the main menu, I believe. Yeah. Again, some of this is new to me. Again, playing on a cell phone, you're just looking for something to do while you're dropping a deuce or waiting on your kid to get out of school, or this thing will keep track. Stats is actually pretty cool in this game. It actually will keep track which jokers you play the most, which consumables you use, terrors, planets, spectrals, vouchers. And, as we play, this will start filling out. It keeps track of your best hand, highest ante, most played, most money, and best win streak. And again, here it does all these progression percentages. Like I said, I believe my progress on my mobile was like 30-something, low 30%. I had 0% in challenge, and I don't recall what these were. So let's just get into it. We'll keep going. We'll keep playing or learning as we go. So basically, you get 4 hands and 4 discards on this red deck. As you go on, things will change. The different decks do different things. Higher stakes actually make it harder. You have a way to sort. You can sort by rank, which goes highest card to lowest card, or you can sort by suit, which gives you 1, 2, 3, 4. Shows you your suits. I switch up depending on which deck I play sometimes, how I sort them, and I might sort them different per game. Right now we're basically just looking to get 300 points to beat the small blind. So let's see what the hell we can do. Let's see. We're gonna sort by suit. I got 4 clubs, so let's play for that flush. Flushes are very nice in the early game. I can just pick up a club. Okay. Feel like Endrin at the roulette table, but let's go. There we go. So we play our cards. We're going to play our flush here. So you see we got the 35 chips times 4 multiplier. You're going to play your hand. Plus you get, okay, so I maybe should have slowed it down because I've got it on fast, but you get, like a face card gives you also chips. So every card played that scores will give you chips. Face cards give you 10, number cards give you the value of the number. So right here you can see we had to beat 300. We scored 304. We have 3 remaining hands right here. So you actually get bonus money for that. And here you cash out. So now our total goes up to 10. So we just moved from, it didn't really show, but we just moved from the small blind. Now we're coming up on the big blind. And this is where the game gets crazy, but fun. So you have these things right here on this that go. You get up to 5 jokers to begin with. Up here is your consumables. It could be a planet card. It could be or a tarot card. So basically, this joker's $7. It says when small blind or big blind is selected, gain 0.5 multi and destroy a random joker. So one thing we went over, you have your chips. That's this blue. You have your multiplier. After all that is, then you have a X multiplier. So your chips times your multiplier. Let's just say this came out to 1,000. And then you have right here, this where it says currently times 1 mult. You could have times 2 mult. That can keep growing as time goes. And that will multiply your entire score. So these things are huge when you get in later rounds to really boost your score. Planet cards. Planet cards basically, increase the level of the hand. So this one levels up high cards. So if you go back over here, where was it? Run info. Poker hands. So if you look, all these currently is the number of times I've played them. This is the levels they're currently at. All of them are at level 1 when you start. So if I were to take that high card one here, that would boost this to level 2, and your chips and your multiplier will go up. Basically, a good rule of thumb is what these jokers are RNG. So it's random what jokers you'll get. So it's best to build these planet cards that increase your hand levels based on what your jokers are. Some jokers will give you multipliers for flushes, straights, whatever. So as time goes on, you would want to build to the strength of your jokers. A standard pack here, this just gives you another card to add to your deck. It could be any card, any suit, and sometimes they will be special cards. We'll go over those as we get them. A buffoon pack it gives you, basically, as you can see right there, choose one of up to 2 joker cards. So it's gonna, for $4, you'll get a random pack. It'll give you 2 jokers. You get to select one. It's all RNG. You don't know what you're gonna get until you actually select it. And then last but not least is the anti-1 vouchers. So these anti-vouchers, you get 1 voucher per anti. And anti is kind of like I'd say a level. This is level 1, round 1, So these are always $10 unless you have, anyways, there's certain cards that can lower this cost. So right now, this is for $10. I can plus 1 card slot available in shop. So if you bought this voucher for the rest of the run, you would have 3 options here instead of just 2. You would get 3 options of cards right here. It's kind of tough, and money is a huge thing at the start of the game, start of the round. as time goes on, you have ways and jokers, as you'll see, to make money. So right now I'm going to go with this buffoon pack just to show you. We're going to open this up. Again, just a disclaimer, not an expert, not great at this. It's about as good at this as we are, or I am, at Final Fantasy 11, which, by the way, we play every Monday and Wednesday. What do we play? 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come check us out. A lot of fun. Bunch of bullshitting. So we got 2 jokers. We get to pick one. This one has a +1 malt per hand played, but you minus malt for every discard you play. So if you can hold on to these discards, you can actually build where it says currently 0 + 0 malt. You could keep building that malt, but every time you discard, it's going to -1. And then this one is played face cards give 30 chips when scored. Let's go ahead and go with this. I can't remember the names of these cards. As you discover them, if you see right there, right above, it's a common card. And it is not discovered. As you discover them, each joker gets a card name. Sorry. I'm used to the phone where you swipe up with your finger and stuff. So if you notice, that pack cost us $4 to open. We now only have 6. So again, money is a huge thing when you start. Just a heads up, the reroll here will let you re-roll. You can re-roll this row as much as you want. This will keep going up in price every re-roll. Like if I re-roll it again, it's probably going to cost me $6 to re-roll it the second time. But you'll get a whole nother couple cards to pick from. So right now we're just going to start off by playing this simple pimple. We got the played face cards. Give 30 plus chips when scored. Now, if you notice, this says since we discovered it, it now says this is the scary face joker. So we're gonna hit next round. We're gonna go into the big blind. If we play the skip, initial cards and booster packs in the next shop are free. Like I said, it's best in my opinion to kind of, and I could be completely wrong. I've not really watched any videos, no MLG modes, no pros. I don't know. But I prefer to play it because I can get the money, the rewards, and as you go on, you can actually get more cards and stuff as in the middle of a match. So sort by rank, I got a straight right here, right off the jump. 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. And because we don't have anything leveled up, it doesn't really matter. I mean, obviously you want to play your best hands. Your flushes, your straights, your 3 of a kinds, your full houses, straight flush, royal flush. Because those are going to give you more chips and multipliers. But for now, let's just go with the straight. As you can tell, the played face card. Let me slow this down so you can see it real quick. We'll speed it back up as time goes on. Not that slow. We'll go with 1. So as you can see, all right. So we're going to get 10 chips for each one of these 4 cards because these are 10, and then we'll get 9 for here. But on top of it, you'll notice we'll get 30 chips for each played face card. So these 3 will actually get 40 on top of, or 30 on top of plus the 10. So we'll play hand. Now watch how this goes. 10, 30, 10, 30, 10, 30. And this little fire coming out of here means you have completed, just in that one hand, completed the score you needed to beat. Boom, boom, boom. So obviously, okay, so here's another thing. The interest. You get, for every $5 in cash, I believe this is how this works. I need to maybe look this up. But for every $5, as you said, per cash you have, you'll get $1 in interest. Interest. Sound it out. So we're going to cash out our 8. So now you're hit with this RNG. You're hit with 2 more jokers. 2 more packs. Your voucher again stays the same through the entire ante. It will change when you get to ante 2. You'll get it, and it's RNG, but this will once you get it, this is what you'll have. Now we have $14 though, so we got this card plus 8 malt if hand contains a pair. Plus this is that other card we just had, the +1 malt per hand, -1 per discard. So we got a standard pack again. This allows you to add cards to your deck. And then now this celestial pack, this is how you get planet cards. This is how you're able to level up the certain planets, or I'm sorry, certain hands through planet cards. Each planet represents a different card or a different hand. So right now, like I said, we're still in the early stages. We could play this +8 per pair. I don't really want it. +1 card slot available in shop. You kind of always want to get your voucher if possible. In this early run, it's really nice to get something. Let's go ahead and get this. It's really nice to get something when it starts making money. Money is like anything. Just like in Raid, Silver, just like in Final Fantasy with Gil. Money, money, money. So we're going to get this. So now we'll have 3 vouchers. We'll have 3 slots. See, now I added this slot here. With little baseball Joker man. So he actually isn't bad if you play him right. Uncommon Jokers give 1 times 1.5 mult. If you look, each Joker, if you see right here, right below where its description is common, common, rare, common. Each Joker has its own designation. So if we had any uncommons and had him, we can actually get nice multipliers. Let's just go to this big blind. Let's go to the hook. Here we go. Now the hook you cannot skip. The big small blind, big blind you can skip. The hook you cannot skip. Oh, what's up, player? I'm trying to be like Endrin. I'm trying to be a professional here. So we're gonna sort this by suit. This is not a great hand. Rank. Also not a great hand. We got 3 spades, so let's play for the flush. Plus we got the 2 face cards. See, now we hit the flush. Let's play the flush. But if you see, now remember the hook discards 2 random cards per hand played. So we'll play the flush, but that means 2 of these 3 cards that's remaining is going to get discarded as well. But this should win. We're low level, so this should be enough. See, now we're just left with the 2 of clubs, but... Oh, that's hurting my soul that it's moving so slow. Ah, we were short. We're 48 points short. Let's go. We got a pair. That should get us to 48 points. So let's just play that. And you could either just play the pair or you could throw random cards in. It will, you know, obviously it'll just play the best hand. Tippy toe, man. It's weird as hell just talking to myself. This is odd. I don't have nobody to make fun of but myself. Alright. So if you notice, we got $7. We got this. We beat the score. $1 for each hand. We did not get the interest though because we didn't have enough in our bank account. Alright, so now we've moved on to ante 2, round 3. So I guess each blind is a round. So we're ante 2, round 3. We still have our joker. These jokers will stay, at least in the early levels. They will stay unless you click and sell them. You can sell them to get more money if you want to change your jokers up. These here are called tarot cards. Tarot cards do specific things to help bolster your deck. Ending does it, you can too. Oh yeah. I don't know, I think he talks to himself a lot though. Or he works at the zoo. I think he talks to the animals, so. Anyway, so we got enhances 2 lucky cards, increases rank up to 2 selected cards by 1, and converts 3 cards to spades. So when you're building decks, some of these cards can be great because they can actually build more towards flushes, more towards excuse me, whatever you're trying to play. This card is interesting because it gives you -1 ante and -1 hand. So basically what happens is you lose, instead of having 4 hands, you'll go down to 3 hands, but it takes you back to a whole nother ante. Which, why that's nice is because, and kind of sounds weird going backwards, but if you go backwards, it gives you more chance to bolster your deck and make it stronger. It's kind of sad that we do not have any jokers here, so we're still low enough where we're fine, but we're gonna need jokers real soon. Once these stakes keep going up. So let's just run into the next one. And as you see, everything changed. And these are all random. What bosses you get. You know, this is the manacle. I'm sorry. The hook is the name of the actual, the boss. The manacle is this boss. Is -1 hand size. Which isn't that big of a deal, but you still have to be careful on a lot of these. Obviously, if you skip it, it would upgrade 4 of a kind by 3 levels, which we don't need. So let's just go in. Yeah, man, I don't know how Endrin talks to herself. This is very weird. So we can build towards a flush. We do already have 2 pair off the jump. But 2 pairs isn't gonna, and they're not face cards. So let's build towards the flush. Let's go with the spades. Let's build towards spade flush. Now things have changed. We've got 2 pair. Let's play this 2 pair. I want to hold on to these 3 spades because I can still play for that flush. I'm going to just throw that in there too so we can get more cards. More cards equal more chance to get these spades. Tipito, you ever played Balatro? Like I was saying earlier, I honestly I just played on my cell phone. We had it free on Apple Arcade. And now I just kind of play it when I'm in the car waiting on the kid to get out of guitar or school, or if I'm sitting in the bathroom or the dentist or doctor. It's turned out to be a very fun game. Very addictive. Alright, we still got a 3 spades. Now we got 3 diamonds though. Let's switch gears and go with the diamonds. See if we can pick up 2 more diamonds and get this dub. Nope, nope, nope. Shit. I might lose right here. There we go. So again, we'll get credit for all 5 cards. Each card will give us a chips. Face cards will give us 10 because of our joker. So we're going to play the hand. Put it in God's hands. Yeah, the 2024 Indie Game of the Year, Balatro. You know it, sir. Oh, I was short. I'm short 16 points. Shouldn't be too bad. There we go. 2 pair. For the dub. For the win. For the dub. I don't know if I ever said dub. I just did, though. Alright, I'm going to move the speed up because you got... I'll just move it up a hair. So 800 points to clear. We had only 1 remaining hand, so we only got $1 for that. But we had $11, which we get interest. So for every 5, we get $1. So our cash out total is 6. While I'm thinking about it, let's move up the game speed a little. We'll go to 2. So as you play, another thing, as you play, you'll fill out your collection. As you can see, there's a lot of blinds. There's only 2 blinds, but there's a lot of bosses. All these are bosses. Your tags are those little things you get at the blinds. These are your vouchers. I'm sorry, that was your booster packs. It says we used that. We've unlocked that one, the buffoon pack. 5 editions of cards. Some of those, as we go, you'll see. You can get seals on your cards that do different things. Enhanced cards. Vouchers, which we've unlocked. Overstock. Some of these you have to do certain things. Like this one, you have to spend a total of $2,500 at the shop before it will even unlock you to have the chance to get this. We're at $14 because we just started. And as you can tell, they're just like the Pokemon. Is 150. Got to catch them all, jokers. We've unlocked Scary Face. That's it. We've unlocked Ender's Face. They're not even here, and I still make fun of them. Alright, so we sell this card to create a double tag. Double tags are used if you're skipping blinds, which, again, I don't do much, so I don't really ever play the tags. 50 chips if hand contains pair. Now, if you read that right, it says if hand contains pair. So a pair, two pairs, three of a kind, full house, all that contains a pair. So this will actually work in any of those cases. And then a wild card. Basically, a wild card just turns your normal card into any suit. Spades, clubs, diamonds, hearts. Arcana pack gives you tarot cards. You can pick one up to one of three, and another buffoon pack gives you up to one. See, this is a jumbo buffoon pack. So you choose up to one joker out of four. We have $17, so I'm definitely going to play this pair. We'll just start building our deck towards this. So every time our hand has a, this is called the slide joker. Every time it has a pair, we get a 50 chip bonus. And I'm also going to purchase this buffoon pack. I take that back. I'm going to purchase this Arcana pack because there are some tarot cards that will let you double your money. So if I would have bought this first, my money would have went down, and then I would have went in here, and I wouldn't have got as much if I could double my money, if I get that tarot card. So you get 3 tarot cards. This one lets you select 2 cards. You convert the left card into the right card. And by the way, you can always drag any of these cards around. I didn't know this. My son literally had to show me this. I did not know this until probably a month into playing. See here's doubles your money. This is exactly what I was talking about. If we would have played that other one, this would have been $6 less. We only got 8, you know. And then here, this card is pretty much like a gamble. It's a 1 in 4 chance to add either foil, holographic, or polychrome to any of your jokers. Now, what that is at the top, it changes. You can add stuff to them. So if you get a full joker, it does what the joker card says, and also gives you 50 chips. Holographic, polychrome, so you know, etc. I did not mean to play that. Oh well, and we didn't get it. Yep, still getting used to playing with the mouse. Like I said, I'm used to playing with my hot dog fingers. Let's go ahead and go this buffoon pack jumbo. We're gonna 1 of 4 cards. Gain 15 chips if hand contains a straight, which isn't good because now we're playing towards pairs. This is that stupid +1. We've got this card 3 times already. This card's interesting. So every time you play a card, it permanently gets 5 chips. So the next time you play it, it'll be worth 5 more, and it just keeps growing. This is nice to get early and just move. You could just keep moving on. Every time you play it, it just keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. There is a lot of jokers that's better than this, usually, but since we haven't unlocked any of them, this might be the play. Again, we got a lot of chips, though. We want some malt. We don't have any malt. We got 30, but you got to play what they give you. So now we only got $4, so we're just going to move to the next round. So now we're at $1,200 big blind. If we skip, it gives $1 per unused discard this run. It's ass. We don't play that. Oh, trying to stream. That's what the deputy does. That's what the deputy does. So remember, now we're switching from flushes a little bit more, heading more towards pairs because we've got this slide joker. You can also move these jokers around because it just like a book, it plays left to right. So if you had multipliers, you want the multipliers to be on your right side. So because you want this number to get big as possible before it multiplies the entire thing. But right now this is all chips, so it doesn't really matter. So if you notice, we'll play the 2 queens. We'll play 2 pair. And we'll throw out 3 because we're not playing flushes anyway. So we'll play this hand. If you notice, now watch this. This is the hiker. Every time a card gets played, it will gain 5 extra chips. 5 extra chips. So the next time this card's played, it's worth 15. This is worth 8. It gains it every time. We need to play face cards. So let's get rid of... Let's keep these 7... No, piss on it. Let's get rid of all of it. Perfect. So we're going to play our 2 pair. Throw the 5 in just so we can get an extra card and get rid of that. Hit play hand. Oh. So we're going to play these 2 9s and this 3. And we're 96 points short. We only have 1 hand left to play, but we have discards, so let's work. Let's just clear the deck, see if we can get lucky. Let's play this straight. This is ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no pair in it, which is fine, but we'll still get... We only need 96 points just to give you 30 times 4. So just this alone is enough. Not including what we'll get for the hand. Yeah, this game's so damn addictive. So fun. Obviously, I would assume people who don't really play poker might not enjoy it as much, but... And Tippy Toe, if you were wondering, yes, I am the best poker player in ROTG. You can tell all of them I said that. We actually go and play in the World Series of Poker whenever the circuit comes around to our area. We'll all meet there, and I don't know who's went the furthest. We've all made it into money. I know Ian has probably been in the money more than anybody, so he probably honestly is the best poker player out of all of us, but don't tell him that, because you know. Alright. So the popcorn here gives you 20 malt, but each round you're going to lose 4 malt. So it's great at first, but it's going to start getting smaller and smaller and smaller until you basically have to sell it. This thing's nice, but it's very niche. It's gonna give you, it's gonna times your entire hand by 4, but it's only gonna do it every 6 hands. Just gonna level up your straight flushes, which we're not there yet. And then you got your 2 arcanas, gonna give you tarot cards, and our voucher. I would like to get that voucher, but I'm gonna need that malt. I have no multiplier, so I have no choice but to get this popcorn. Let's go with that. So this is -1 hand size. So if you notice, we have 1 less card now. I don't know if that's permanent or if it's just for the boss. Hold on, I'm curious. 2, 4, 6. There's 7 cards. We'll see when it comes up next time. If I can beat this round. So we're going to play our 2 pair. Again, all these are all going to get chips. Scary Face, Hiker, Slide Joker all give chips. This is going to multiply. So these 3 will raise your chip count. This will raise your multiplier. I said we literally beat it in 1 hand. This popcorn is amazing at first, but now you notice it went from +20 malt to +16 malt. So it definitely has a short lifespan. This voucher says it does nothing. You have to get this voucher so many times before it unlocks its stronger version. +80 chips if a hand contains a flush. This one's interesting. It's ×2 malt, so I mean that's great because whatever you come out with your score, it's going to double it. But every time you discard, it's going to get weaker and weaker and weaker. And this Joker contains 3 chips per discarded diamond. So every time you discard a diamond, no, I'm sorry. Every time it will change every round. So every time, wait, this Joker contains. Okay, so when you discard diamonds now, it's going to build into that, but the suit changes every round. This opens planet cards. This does Arcana. I like this. This is gonna double everything. It's gonna be kind of like the popcorn, except you have a little bit more control over it. Because if you don't play discards, it's gonna stay strong. But obviously, you're gonna have to discard at times. So we're gonna play this now. This times malt and malt's different. It's very confusing. The malt here goes towards your chips and your malt. This times malt or X malt will, whatever this times this, at the very end, it'll multiply it by the times malt, which is why you always want it at the right hand side of the Jokers. Alright, so let's go to the next round. Don't need a tag. So now we're up to 2,000 on the small blind. These first, until you start unlocking a lot of Jokers, it's hard to win from the start. But as time goes on, it gets a little easier the more Jokers you get. So I'm going to play this flush. Oh, it's called, that Joker's called a ramen. It's going to get 35 times 4. That's going to add everything up. This might just do it. This will probably do it, actually. Oh, only got a couple more minutes. Kiddos are only doing half a day today. Alright, so we beat our 2,000. 3 remaining hands. 1 interest. Let's do it. $7. Let's just see if we can get through this last ante here. Enhances cards into a stone card. I don't really play stone card much. I don't recall. I think they just give you plus 50 chips. Oh, yeah, right there on the side it says it. Stone card, 50 chips. It's no rank or suit. It basically is nothing. Venus upgrades level up of 3 of a kind. Lucky cards, planet cards, Arcana. We have 12 clams here. Let's go with the Arcana. Alright, so we can convert to hearts, we can double our money, or we can convert to spades. We're not really playing flushes, so I don't really care to convert anything to a different suit. So let's just double our money. Now we have $16. Let's just buy this. We don't need it now, but it's going to count towards our unlocking that voucher at a later date. Oh, we just unlocked the blue deck. Cool. Alright, so we're good now. Let's go to the next round. Let's try to beat the fish and call it a day. But first, we're going to do the big blind. 3,000. I always want to say Gil, but I know I do that in real life. I tell my wife sometimes, I'm like, hey, let me get 2 Gil. I need to run into the store for a minute. So we're going to play the 2 pair. All face cards, which is going to help with Scary Face. I see that popcorn is now only down to plus 12 malt, so it's only, it ain't got much life left in her. Oh. The funny thing is, Tippy Toad, none of ROTG really ever watches each other. We never really watch Endrin stream, occasionally. So nobody will probably even know I played Balatro. The 2024 Indie Game of the Year. Alright, $14. Earn $2 per discard if no discards are used by the end of the round. Let me read that again. Earn $2 per discard if no discards. Okay. So whatever discards you have remaining, you'll get. I think. No, maybe you can't play any. I don't really know how that works. Tempted to get it just to see how it works, but. This enhances to a steel card. A steel card is a card that you can keep in your hand at the end of the round. It will give you times 1.5 malt. This is the Wheel of Fortune. We unlocked this earlier. They'll get a notification, but I know Endrin and Ian don't even really know how to use their phone, so. You think I was kidding about Ian's computer. It literally is about 15 years old. Let's go with... Let's just take an Arcana. Increase rank of 2 cards by 1, clubs and diamonds. I don't really need any of that. But the good thing is we could take this 10, increase up to 2 cards. So we could take these 2 10s and make them jacks. Now they're face cards, which will help with Scary Face. Let's just go with this. Actually, let's take a chance. Columbus did. Bam! Nope, didn't work. Alright, so now we're playing the fish. Cards drawn face down after each hand played, which sucks. So all your cards are open, but as soon as I play a card, all the new ones are going to be face down. So I could play the 3 of a kind. Again, I don't want to use as many discards because I'm going to lose the ramen. Just going to lose this malt. So let's just play the 3 of a kind and throw in 2 randos. So we can catch it on the flippity flop. See, remember the hiker. The hiker here is still upgrading every card. So that was enough to get us, and we just unlocked a new Joker. Cash out. So this is what they call, if you look over on the left-hand side, it's a negative Joker. So anytime you get a negative Joker, you can add it to your Joker deck, and it goes from 5 of 5 to 6 of 6. This will give you an extra Joker slot, as long as this Joker stays in your inventory. So these are great. And you can actually buy it, which I will do right this second, without having to get rid of a Joker up here. So now I'm 6 of 6, as long as this Joker stays in my inventory. Which it gets 12 malt if played hand contains a straight. Earn $1 for each 9 in your deck, so I have 4 9s, $4 at the end of each round. Not a bad card, but 1 in 4 chance for each played 8 to create a terror card when scored. This voucher is nice because all cards and packs in shop are 25% off. So once you buy this, all these totals go down 25%, which is nice. So, well, guys, hate to run in the middle of a run. Like I said, got to pick the kiddo up. I only go on half a day today, so it was fun being Endrin. Might try this again one day. We'll see how it goes. Tippy toe, man. Have a good one. Peace.